RCL Season 2. Tonight, coming at you is my buddy, old pal here, Zeeth, is casting with me tonight. I'm putting his link in the chat room. We have the Red Dragons versus Smoke. This should be a very good matchup. We are currently waiting for them to actually start. Apparently, there's some delays today, so we shall see how long that's going to take. So we will leave you on the intro screen while we wait for this game to get going.
Pleasure to meet you all. I'm very happy to be here, and it's very happy to be casting along with Annie. Here at Guildmaster Zeth's Shadows. Hope you all having fun, and please be patient while we start I can imagine like a reporter reporting a war, and he himself in uniform. All right, now I'm gonna show you guys how it's done.
All right, guys, we are just waiting here momentarily. We actually have a lobby started, and they are taking us to Alterac Pass. However, it looks like there's a tad bit of delay trying to get one more teammate in. So you can listen to me and Zeth chit chat about these teams if you'd like.
Okay, so red dragons and smoke, correct? Yes.
Correct,
So
yes.
Snoke has an incredible way of taking control of the team as well that I've seen so far in games, as well as great teamwork when it comes to pinpointing on on the enemy. When they notice that someone gives a little telegraph because of one minion that actually happens to be in the right place at the right time, they manage to take advantage of it. Always see and take take a I'm sorry, take a mark on
Hmm.
it when it occurs.
Yeah, if you just look at let's see here. I do have the standings currently. So RCL season two. I should have sent this to Zeth rather. I should just send this over to you so you have it. But currently you have the Emerald Dragons and Souls and Slow Mo sitting in first, Smoke and the Dragon Slayers in second, the Green Dragons in third, and pulling up the rear is the Red Dragons, Purple Dragons, and Frostbite. So the points are quite staggered already. We've only played 3 weeks so far, and Souls and Slow Mo are literally dominating the competition. They've had 0 losses so far, with Smoke only having two, but the Red Dragons losing 4 games thus far, not gaining a single point just yet. Yet yeah, no points for the Red Dragons. So that's gotta hurt, you know. But you know what, Zeth, I'm gonna send this over to you right now so you have it. Um, Even though it's
Thank you
gonna
very much.
change by next week, but hey. uh,
In spite of this, we cannot just make an assurance of a game victorious. However, Red Dragon still has opportunities, still has players to show off, bring out their best plays. So far, that has not gone on previous games, but who knows? That might be a game changer.
yeah, I do know that with the Red Dragons, they do have a game to make up. They did miss a game due to some captain changing and some little mishap with their team. So we'll be able to see more after they manage that. There's one. Just sending these over to you. See if we can get them up on your screen.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
That
See, again, with week two standings, I will toss those up here. It's not looking so promising for the Red Dragons here. I know they were hoping to be at the top of the heap, but again, we're only week four. There's 8 weeks of
correct.
competition. I think there's 9 with playoffs, but this is quite interesting to see this team that was dominating before the season two started, and now they're lagging behind quite badly. I mean, in fact, they are behind Frostbite. Um, Basically on games one, because Frostbite, I mean, they haven't been doing too well either. Neither has the Purple Dragons, but at least the Purple Dragons and Frostbite have won one game, right? So it's
I
so
mean,
hard.
yeah, they have a chance. Let's just say it that way.
They
But
do, and
it'll
it
be a
is a
hard one.
little, it's a tad skewed considering the Red Dragons didn't get to play their game against Frostbite just yet. So it's not looking as good as it should. But it does look
Oh,
like we do have a game, so let's get over there. I'll get rid of the standings for you, and y'all can watch the game happen and play out. There we go. All
now let's
right.
see. We have.
Red Dragons are going to be on your left, and Smoke is on your right.
Let's see. Hmm. Danny Whale and Psycho, two great friends against each other. I want to see how this goes.
What's interesting tonight about the Red Dragons is their regular healer is not able to play tonight. So
Hmm.
they are pulling up a sub tonight, and I don't even know which one of these people is subbing for Holo, but it should be interesting. And the Red Dragons with that Johanna ban, that's a good ban on any map. And yes, Psycho is taking care of Daddy Whale's Ragnaros.
Just want to deny the game for them because
Yeah,
what's the best option but choosing what's best on the map or their best player, their best play.
oh,
I mean,
and they're getting rid of Hunter Lust's dragon. Look at that.
denying the dragon from the red dragons. Oh, how
No,
unheard
they
of.
denied the dragon from Smoke. So Hunter
Oh,
Lust mains
smoke. I got it wrong.
Deathwing, but
Yes.
he's also a really decent diva in Sonya. So I'm just, you know, being able to watch these games play out over the last 4 weeks has been quite interesting. And this being the first game of week 4, this should be
Oh,
interesting. And there's an Orphea ban. You know,
oh, my Orphea.
I don't know what these other three players on the Dragons plays, like Pi and Kig and this Revel person, because, well, I've never seen them. I do know Slimy Nutjob, though. He's played an Orphea, so...
Yeah, Salami Job is quite an interesting player. He is somewhat new to Heroes of the Storm, but very skilled and knows the ways because he has previous experience with other MOBA games and quite experienced too.
Yeah.
So I'm very curious in seeing if during this time, the last time I've ever played with, what experience has he gained, what tricks has he learned, and what heroes has he mastered.
Yeah, it should be interesting. But it turns out that Keg is a tank, so that's this is where rebuilding the Red Dragons. I haven't been around much for it, so I don't know what's going on over there.
Mm-hmm.
But and Terra, of course, pulling up her Anduin, which is quite good.
Rayman seems like an interesting pick as of interesting first pick against a Diablo, being that both are divey heroes, and Diablo has a better anti-dive as well. Diablo carrying both of these equipment.
So it begins.
But a
I
good
know.
Greymane can handle that, and Pi is going to be pulling up the heels for the Red Dragons. Very,
Hmm.
very interesting. And Slimy Nutjob on Alarak. I have not seen that yet, as Slimy Nutjob is new to HOTS completely. He comes from League of Legends, so I haven't seen him play a lot of heroes, but let's see.
I think last time I spoke to him about it, I think he said he was something of a master in just
Thank you,
that's why he was
darling.
so good.
I'm sorry, I see it, I see it. I forgot to change it. My title is screwed up. I am so sorry, guys.
Oh, mine is as well. I think it is. How do I change the title?
Usually it's in the stream information page. Sorry guys, we were actually working on some glitches that we were having with our OBS before the game and we got distracted and this is what happens. But
Edit. There we go. I got it.
I got it too.
RCL the
There we
dragon.
go.
Smoke.
Keg. It's Keg, not Keeg? Alright. Hey, hey, Hippie for President. Glad to have you watching this stream. I am casting with our buddy Zeeth here. Um,
Zeph, please.
Seth. See, I screw up your name too. I always do for some reason. I think it's because I'm French Canadian and
There we go. Change. RCL Red Dragon fixed. Now we're gonna act like nothing happened.
We're gonna act like it never happened. And I am just posting as us Twitch account into the chat room here so you guys can follow him because he is going to be pulling up a lot of the other RCL games that I'm unable to cast, which is
Mm-hmm.
great. And I know for sure you're casting what, Saturday nights Dragon
Yes.
Slayers? Yes.
Dragons players versus cannot yet. Oh well. It
I
shows up on latest.
I know I can't remember who they're going up against either. I want to say it's Souls in Slow Mo, but I'm not 100%.
We need a better organize this whole chat rooms because everything is everywhere and
It's all good. So we got The Red Dragon's pulling up the Abathur on Daddy Whale, Pi on Deckard, Keg on Diablo, Slimy Nutjob on Alarak, and Revel on Cassia, whereas Psycho on the Smoke team
Malthel.
is, yeah, go ahead,
The hunt
Mathiel.
Hunter Lost on Diva, Rewind on Greymane, Terrabat on Anduin, Death Unbound on.
Gosh.
Oh, that's how it's pronounced? Oh. I've always been saying it wrong the entire time.
I call him Gary half the time, so
Oh, I call him
it's
too.
all good. This should be a very interesting game, and we were really hoping that Zeth has his lovely overlays fixed today. And
Working, yes.
of
Turns out I
course,
had it on the wrong place this
I was
entire
missing
time.
my cheat sheet. I just found it. There's just too many paintings on my easel here for me to stick it on now.
Let's try the magic. Oh, I think I got it. Let's see. Is it this the one? Oh, it is! Perfect.
Yes, it is. There we go. I just gotta adjust this just a tad.
How do I... There we go. Okay.
Alright.
Everyone seems to
Ladies
do
and
the same.
gentlemen, and there is your talent bar, and Zeth, if you don't know, Control 1 brings up the talent bar on the bottom,
There we go.
so you're not taken away from the gameplay. And don't forget to zoom out, not back in.
Got it.
There we
And
go.
the game has begun. Hammer is out. Seems all the entire team seems to go to entire mid. But, oh no, they're trying to sneak up. The Garrosh are getting in position on the top lane along with the Diva. It seems they want to sneak up a pig whenever they can. The Avatar actually staying on the mid lane, which is quite strange for me, being that they always be any different.
Yeah,
The extra push and XP.
he's burrowing now down to the bottom lane, so.
See. He's gonna have quite the fun there.
He's gonna go his Karthus build. Diva running to top. That's an interesting choice if they're separated like that, but there goes Psycho down to the bottom as a Mathiel, and as experience has told me, because if all of you don't know, Psycho has been playing my account lately for me, as I really haven't been wanting to play HOTS, and he has been playing Mathiel like crazy and winning every game. So, there
Man,
we
this
go.
Diva actually managed to get away. It's neat. The Red Dragons actually want to jump on that Diva, but she did not let it happen. Which was an interesting pick, being that Maltha was also an option. Diva has much better in
Terabad is staying close to Garrosh there on bottom. And Psycho taking that camp for them. What a great time to take that camp, because now this will pop a second time before objective.
Earlier it seemed like Red Dragons had quite the indecision on what to do, because they were deciding between mid and top lane, finally splitting in here. Sort of feels like there's a bit of XP that's being lost here, which can be noticed on the top corner, on the top middle of this.
Red Dragon's managing to go get their camp finally, which may not allow them a second pop before objective.
Yeah, mid lane seems to be in favor of Smoke by taking down the towers if this pursues any longer, and one of these towers is gone. This is already giving a huge advantage towards being the middle lane for top or bottom objective. Oh, that was a very close. The Anduin saving his teammate, the Greymane.
Yeah, that was really good.
Didn't do much damage to the fort, but it was very significant for the map. Being able to chase. Oh, Diablo's in a very bad position. No, he'll get out. Very hurt.
Already has 100 Satas in here, and Diablo with 35 souls, so you know the soak is minimal. Like kind of not even, but very minimally. But I have a feeling Smoke is going to go grab that camp, and yes, that's what Cycle's going to do, because that's what you do on this map, is get that camp twice before the first objective and stall it out. Smoke is already well into the level 6.
Soon enough as they keep up, they'll reach the town ahead and be able to do incredible damage.
Yeah. Terabad is the healer cleaning the top lane, which I find very interesting with her. She sometimes does some really odd things, but I would have assumed Diva would have went and grabbed that top lane, But the red dragon's capping that objective. I don't think it's gonna last for long because Smoke will grab that camp.
They're currently being a fight v3, v4. What is the cat doing? Okay, she's getting in position. 4v4 fight. Oh, it seems like Diva wants the cap to push him away. Smoke is taking back that objective, not letting it go any further. And we're gonna lose the Diablo. Oh, they're really going in for the Alarak, but will the Diva be able to cap with their ability?
Oh, and down goes the Alarak. Wow.
Along with the healer.
Wow.
That was such a damaging play. Mid lane is taking quite the damage as well.
Yeah, mid lane's going down. And the poor Abathur. I'm not sure Abathur was the quite right pick on this map, considering this is quite a macro heavy map.
That is correct.
And the Red Dragon's managing to miss that camp for this objective that is going to do them some harm. And they take down Cassia, so right now
the best decision for Red Dragon is to retreat because they're being outnumbered at damage. Will they be able to take on a Malphite before? Nope, and it's risky. Oh, he got him, and
they take down Mathiel, but they take down Alaric and Diablo at the same time. Diva's mech going down as well.
Oh god, that was a risky move, but
I mean,
no consequences were taken.
It's very early on.
Oh, they're taking away Pi. They're taking away the healer, and he's...
Oh, there goes... Oh, Deckard is down again.
Quite the risky play, just poking or seeing where the enemy was. They managed to cap on it, respond too quickly.
But Smoke getting that camp while objectives up is quite important for that mid lane.
Ouch.
I think Smoke is going to try for the hard push in this mid and take down this keep.
Taking advantage as much as they can. They already reached level 10.
Yeah,
they can go. They can win any team fight if the enemy provokes. And they're deciding to use it on cap on heroes. They already took out Cassia. What is bottom lane doing? Oh!
Mathiel is doing crazy things on bottom lane.
Yes.
And Smoke takes down that top fort. They are really trying for the push on these lanes. Mathiel's going to get that bottom fort as well. That's giving them catapults on all lanes. And there goes the bottom fort. Mathiel trying to reposition himself so he's not in danger. But you got 4 Smoke members on top lane just hammering it down, but backing now. Quite interesting.
Doing a smart move.
They are setting up for this top boss. I'm not sure if the dragons are going to respond to this.
I'm not sure if this is the correct decision, but being that everyone's in position,
that's a 5-man.
Smoke does have.
There's no way they're not going to be able to do that 3v5.
Correct. They did just collect all their ultimates. But they are 2 levels behind, so even then it's still very...
But look at that, Smoke grabs that boss. I'm not anticipating the Red Dragons to win tonight at all. Just based on, you know.
This game?
This game and the stats
from
past.
Diva denying the egg.
Yeah, Deckard's down again. Wow.
And
I am sure the Red Dragons are missing Volo tonight.
Oh, that wasn't quite enough. Already
Alarak down again. That sadism is taking a hit, man. And even Cassia doesn't have enough stacks to do much damage here.
Diablo's about to get the 100 stack, but even then, still getting burned down way too quickly in these last fights. I'm not sure if it'll even matter much.
Mathiel stealing the enemy's camp because, well, that's what you do when you're Mathiel.
Getting a little greedy here, but honestly, they can do whatever they want at this point.
They have full map control here. They're likely going to take this camp, but I almost guarantee they're going to go down to that boss. Because why? Well, they can.
It seems like the right decision. All lanes are pushed. The enemy team has to recover, clean up, and get into position if they were to do anything about it.
And even if the Dragons cap that objective at this point, they're not going to get much of it because Smoke will grab this and get to that objective in no time. And with all lanes pushed.
And they seem to have not noticed that top is being... Oh, never mind. But they're responding to it.
Yeah. He's going to try and repair that top keep. And they are trying to go in for a steal on that boss, but no, it's denied.
This,
But they do
it's,
take out Diva's mech in the meantime.
oh,
A good save.
almost
on
lost the Greymane there, and
Hunterless has got to
really
get
going
out,
for it.
and
Diva.
there's a peel. Look at the peel. Nice peel.
the denial.
And Diablo is down again. Wow, Slimy Nutjob in some trouble here.
That was going that last part. It was
Garrosh is going in
smooth.
for a throw. There he goes, almost. No, he
Oh, but
got
got the knife
silence.
pushed away. Oh, Greyman's trying to get him for that kill. He'll hunt them down. He's going for it. Ow.
He's playing it smart, getting out. He has very little health left. But hey, Diablo, I'm sorry, Garrosh loves those throws.
Ooh, Alarak is gonna get out
Alaric
as
down
well.
Again. Wow.
They really want this Diablo. They want to show him who's boss. And they,
Quite
I'll
honestly,
let this Cassia, but that's way too good. Oh, they're still getting greedy for the Cassia. Come.
Cassia's down too. Oh my god. It's a 4v5 with only an Abathur to protect. And Smoke saying, forget the objective. Let's just take down these keeps because, well, it's more fun.
Yes, that's earlier right now in this fight, it seemed like Red Dragon actually had a chance. They did quite the damage, they had a great position, but what was lacking, it was the focus. At the end of the part, they didn't get the enough focus from the entire team, and that's where Smoke took advantage of, because they responded like that.
Smoke again is stealing the camps. And I'm just gonna put up your stats for you guys. Deckard is really not doing all that much healing. Like, honestly, I feel really bad for the Red Dragons tonight, and I think it's gonna be a bloodbath all night.
Yes, it does, though.
Especially with Psycho leading the charge here, it's quite hard. They do take down that mid keep. They haven't even tried to cap that objective yet.
That is correct. Smoke this entire game has been dominating in a lot of things. They've been sharing the experience, rotating perfectly. They've been doing a lot of damage to the mercenary, to the minions, and always putting in yourself in position. They always got themselves in the position so they can most efficient, having the tanks on forward and having the diva poking, annoying everyone as much as possible. And the rest doing fine.
That Diablo has died 5 times this game. Wow. There's some good crosses from that garage.
Yeah, another team fight, and Cassia really wants that Greymane, but he managed to get away. Right now, they're in a bad position here on blue team. They really need that Diablo to get in front. There's gonna be consequences to pay.
The danger here is the Red Dragons are 2 levels behind, so they're just at this point feeding the Smoke team. Garrosh did take the hit for that, but I mean it's a 2-for-1 switch, and you know Smoke has a camp pushing mid and a win capped that objective, and they're
it
just
looks like they'll get take top.
out. Wow. Wow.
And just while we're here, might as well take it. I mean,
I don't know what I just
what harm
did
can they do for us?
There we go. I was trying to put up the things and I press buttons again. There you go. They are going to go for some core damage here. I think Smoke is probably going to the end. This is
and it's 7,000, 6,000, 4, 3, 2, and
that is GG's. Smoke takes the first game of the night. Wow. That was a bloodbath.
And as well as well-deserved, because they were taking absolute control there and halfway.
That was a bloodbath. Here, let's just go back to the stats quickly for you guys. You know, this is like you got Greymane leading in the hero damage. You got Greymane leading in the siege damage. and the heals where's the heals? Here we go. Like Anduin just doubling Deckard's healing. And I do realize that Deckard's you place the heals and you got to rely on your team to pick them up, but man, that's
a bit 4 to 22. That's a bit mean. You mean you can't kill someone who's already there.
No. But like even the deaths, like let's look at the most dead. The blue team suffered, well the Red Dragons that is, suffered big time. Diablo down 6 times, Alarak down 6, Cassia down 4, and poor Deckard. being massacred the whole game, down five, that has got to hurt.
Mm.
So while we wait for the next game, I'm going to shove these standing things back up here for you guys to peruse at your leisure while we wait for the next game. That was a bloodbath, if I've ever seen one. And I do know that this conversation in the Dragon's Den today was that they were going to play their best of two and then possibly go for an honor match. So we might
Mm.
have
Right.
three, maybe four, and here we are. We get invited to another game. But the standings are clear. I mean, with Souls and Slow Mo sitting at first and the Emerald Dragons tying them for first, but Smoke and Dragon Slayers up there in the second spot. I don't see the Red Dragons being able to defend against those four teams. You know,
No, as much as it pains me to not actually be the nice guy and say they don't have an opportunity. It's gonna be way, way difficult
yeah,
to match.
it's just gonna be a bloodbath.
Mhm.
Especially, I'm not sure if they've had a chance to go up against Souls and Slow Mo. I didn't look at the schedule. I should probably do that. Um, week one, yeah, they went up against Slows and Slow Mo on week one and they lost all of them. It was a bloodbath. Bath.
Mhm.
They are. When are they going up against Emeralds? So, week one, week two. No, I'm looking. My brain. Oh yeah, they went up against Emeralds last week, and again, bloodbath. Now they
That
they
is
are
correct.
making up their Frostbite game, so they might have a chance to
Mm.
make up some points there because well, Frostbite is a more even tier than um
I don't have much
Souls and
experience
Slow.
with Frostbite. I haven't had the chance to actually meet them, read them, or actually see their plays. It's a shame.
Yeah, Frostbite, if you look at the standings right now, the point structure here, Frostbite has 1 point in this entire series, where the Red Dragon's pulling up no points at all. So it's quite.
Mm.
I,
Oh,
I
I just looked at the stats.
I'm loving as we're getting on in this season that we can actually have more of a conversation during the downtime because this is where it's going to matter. These points matter, and when it
Yes.
comes to playoffs, um, let me see. The playoffs is going to be the team in first versus the team in fourth, the team in second versus the team in third. And with these standings, this would likely put Frostbite, Purple Dragons, and the Red Dragons almost out of position to play because, well, if you got two teams in first and two teams in second, then like it doesn't look too promising for many of the dragons at all. I'm hoping to see the green dragons win again this week and pull off
Oh, oh
moving
yes,
up
my
in
team.
ranks.
Go for
Yes,
it.
your turn, your team. Yes, and we do have a game, so I don't know what I'm doing here. Hold on, I gotta go back to the live thing. It's all good,
I am
guys.
still alive.
Here we go, game two. We're on Volska Foundry, Volskaya rather Foundry, and
It's a
yeah.
big yes. One of my all-time favorites of these games because the mech is just fun, no matter which you are, either the pilot or the gunner, and you're always dealing
I
damage.
like being the pilot, honestly, because then you could choose where you go. Clearly, this was a Red Dragon pick. I do know that Daddy Will likes this map. Um, the Smoke getting the first pick here is quite good because,
Mm.
this is a perfect chance for them to stack their team the way they want to see it and ban what they don't want immediately. So,
Ragnaros is a great pick as of a band because it is so annoying being like if he is low health, he can retreat, but I can still attack you from a safe position. What are you gonna do about it?
okay,
And it's
so here's what I don't understand, Kate. They just played up against Smoke, they played up against Terra and her Anduin, and yet they ban a Stukov.
mm,
My question here is why are you banning a Stukov when you know very well that Terabad is a decent Anduin and those pulls and save from Anduin are way better than what even a half decent Stukov can do? Because, I mean, yeah, you
even
got
if,
your swipe and your shove,
mhm.
but that pull, if you got. Like, look at that. She locks in that Anduin. I knew it was going to happen. Like, why wouldn't you ban the Anduin? Like those
Even
saves. Oh.
e- even in Estuco ban, it seems pretty difficult to understand for me because even on his little worm eating from the floor, there's not much space you take in denial because it's quite a big area in the objective and in a fight and in every lane.
I'm just going to say this now. I honestly think that the Red Dragons are going to lose this in draft. They just picked a
Oh.
Lily up against an Anduin and a Vala. I get it, Lily and Johanna Blinds against the Vala, big deal. But you know what? The likelihood is they're going to get shut down anyway because I'm sorry, that Anduin save, you can get somebody down to an inch of their life, and Anduin pulls them out, and you're basically denied.
Oh,
So.
but I feel it a bit too soon to assume because right now, what I'm looking here in the blue team, which is the Red Dragons, they're going for the sustain. They're going to hold up as much as they can. That's what it looks like they're trying to do on the fight.
I just know
Now
that
that's
Anduin could out heal Lily any day. I am a main Lily player, so as good as I am at Lily, I know from trying to learn Anduin that it is a much higher caliber of a healer, and that
hmm.
sustain for your team from Anduin is quite huge because Lily can be shut down. She just, and considering we have the
So
smoke
so
team here
squishy.
annihilating tonight, and there's
So far,
Hunter
they
Ghost
haven't.
on the Diva.
Hmm.
And
Okay,
Death Unbound
finally
on a
going,
Diablo. Interesting.
finally going for some CC here, and they got only Anduin Diablo. But hmm.
Now that's interesting. Like you got a burst damage or a semi off laner. You have to wonder what Daddy Will's going here. You know,
It, they might want to go for a bruiser here to be able to sustain for the map because
I
Lily, Squishy, Gul'dan, and Orphea, they need someone in the
and
front,
there's the
and I got
Sonya.
it.
But likelihood, I bet you anything that Psycho is going to lock a Mathiel. Cause why? Mathiel's a beast. Like just, I've been watching him
Hey,
play laying in bed this
mm-hmm.
week, and it just a freaking beast that Mathiel.
Very difficult to maneuver because you can do a lot of damage, but how much can you survive?
Yeah. Yeah, my mains are Lily. Well, my main healer is Lily, and then I main Junkrat as my DPS. I have a very odd sense of things. I main Lily for 3 years, so my Lily is like
Okay,
282.
now this is scary. These psychos going for Mephisto. I've seen Psycho play Mephisto so and so well, like so many baits, so many
Yeah,
damage, and so aggressively, and just get away with it. Like you gotta respond to this, or you're gonna suffer the consequences.
yeah, and
He's
Smoke went a traditional build here. They're going Diva off lane. Mephisto is going to be the poke and dance in your face sort of. Come and get me, haha! I tricked you. So this should be quite interesting.
Ghost. Really excited to see Psycho with his Mephisto. It's always scary to me, no matter where I see it. He always knows what position to do and when to bait the enemy.
I
Because
love
when you're
watching him.
gonna, at first he just baits it like, "Come on, get me," and they try to hurt him. He gets away, and then later like, "Trying to get me," and Diablo coming over here.
All right, so we got this is game two, a best of three, with Smoke pulling up one win already. So let's see how this goes.
Oh, an interesting move. It looks like the Red Dragons want to do the bottom push, while Smoke is expecting the mid fight. Will they be able to see this coming, or will they have to respond on? I wonder. When they tend to do this sort of push, they tend to wait for it on the minions to come with them, unless blue team wants to come up from a surprise. No, it looks like they want to get in position. They want to wait for the enemy. It looks like Smoke has no idea where
They
they
go
are.
for that attack on that bottom lane quickly, but Smoke is responding quite quickly. That's the quickest I've ever seen a team
Oh,
respond to
Sonya's
that. Oh,
out.
and Sonya's down.
Sonya's
Wow,
out.
that was quick. I
They
have to
didn't give
wonder
him a
if they did
chance.
expect it.
It's yeah. I
Bottom
can't really
lane
say
is a
I would have
contention
ever.
to win. So I mean, if anybody who knows this map knows that you can win, and I know I have to zoom out. I'm sorry, guys. There you go. But it does look like the Red Dragons are a little, um,
On their toes.
I'm not on their toes. I think it feels like they're a little discombobulated here. Like they're not sure who's going what lane and how they're going to do this. It's just looking like they're trying to like Gul'dan's all over the place. Yet
Like right here in bottom, and Sonya's gonna be jumped in by the Diablo and the Vala.
and
Will he
again,
survive?
Daddy was going to go down again here with the Vala and that Diablo.
Managed to
And
get
this
away,
is where
but-
that Lily and Johanna pick. If this was a normal game, whereas when you're playing in a Bronze League, everybody battles down the mid lane, then
So
that
no one
plan
try
would
hard.
work. But they're pulling off something different. Why? Because most of Smoke's team are higher than Bronze 5 or Silver. In fact, most of them are Platinum, Diamond, and Grandmasters. So, I mean, this is such an unfair matchup, to be honest with you.
Oh, it looks like they're gonna respond on the Orphea, which is a great pick, but managed to get away.
Look at that
Oh,
save
what a
from that
beautiful-
Anduin, and just
That Anduin.
manages to get out as well.
And with such a low amount of health, the Vala wants to get the hell out of here because she was almost at 179 HP. That is a basic attack, basically.
Yeah. But Smoke
They're-
in the lead
wow.
again on their Ahsoka. Wow.
Wanted to camp on this mercenary camp. It's a bit risky,
I'm
if you
not
ask
ever
me.
sure why people go for that. It's not a boss. All it is a healing thing, and really it wasn't worth the while on the fight.
To me, if you have the chance to get it, you have an automatic advantage because when you get it, you put it in the best position possible. Your team's gonna constantly get healed. All you gotta do is just push them back, just tackle them, get away. It's my
True,
shit. So.
if you remember to put it down.
If they want to poke, go ahead, poke. I'll just drink out of my healing, and it's nothing. And this is very strong in the objective, which is about to start actually in another 2 seconds.
Yeah.
But-
And yeah, the Red Dragon's still missing Silk on this bottom. They are really off on their rotations. Oh, I feel really bad for them tonight. Here they are. They kited that Vala, but she's gonna clean up that bottom lane quite quickly. And
The Orphea trying to push him
then
away.
there's Psycho doing his Mephisto thing. Vala's gonna pull up the rear, her probably doing some major damage.
Vala's in a bit of a off position. It's kind of risky, also being blind. I just realized that with the Lily and the Johanna, they are denying the Vala, but even then, all he's got to do is get in the right position and still fight the damage. They still have a Mephisto. Alive, too. Oh, the team fight is getting stronger and stronger.
Maybe.
You're really going for the Johanna? That's an odd pick to start with.
Oh, they did get her down low, but they did manage to get that healing thing
Ooh.
down. And Mephisto's down,
Mephisto
so
is
that's
out.
interesting. 16 seconds though, the death timers aren't too long right now.
Even with the Mephisto in the team, the top hero damage on Smoke is actually Vala, despite being against 2 blind. And top damage on the Red Dragons actually Orphea, doing actually quite good plays. Oh, they're leaving the Johanna up for the mercenary camp, but was she able to get away? Yes, but but is
she's
that
down.
gonna come?
Johanna is down. Vala
Yes.
ate her alive.
Leaving her alone just
Oh,
left
and
them in
there
a bad
goes
position
Orpheus
for the
down as
fight.
well. Yeah, they should not have left that way. That was very tough. Divya is going to chase that Lily off, which is quite funny. And Diablo's going, no, Lily, we're going to get you anyway. 'Cause,
Oh,
well, you know,
the
here we
squishy is
go.
the
Bad
ball. That
placement on
Enderman
the
throw was
Lily's
set
part.
off.
Lily's down as well. This is going to hurt.
That was
so
quite a
bad.
turnaround when they went for the mercenary camp. I mean, it was either fight together or die together, and that's what happened.
They are even. See, Smoke is very trying when it comes to things because they want this camp. They're going to grab it anyway. As
Oh.
well, there's Smoke.
It's gonna be red team.
Gul'dan's almost
No!
down, and there's
Oh, Johanna going in for the greed kill, but because of that, might lose
and
even teammates.
Orpheus down too. Oh my god. 6 kills on the Red Dragons thus far. And
Nope.
Smoke managed to get that objective again.
So far, there's been a lot of discoordination on the blue team and the red dragon. this fight.
They are not coordinated at all this game. Diablo may not be able to get out with his life. No, he does. There we go. I lied.
Just to
But
keep
already,
entertainment here.
Smoke has their ults. And, I mean, they're obviously my typical ults. You got Durance of Hate on the Mephisto. Diva still hasn't picked one. Apocalypse on Diablo and Light Bomb. I love it on the Anduin and Diva with Arena Vengeance. But they are they're owning the Red Dragons yet again. Red Dragons managing to get their 10.
He was actually taking quite the time to choose the talent.
I wonder if she forgot to pick a talent. Oh, no, there she goes. She finally picked her talent. She went Bunny Hop, of course. And Lily with her jump.
Ow! Oh, they're in a very sensitive position. That come on. Nope. They managed to get away. But Psycho's gonna come back in a bad position. He might be taken out, and he is out.
This is a very interesting fight. This could be the turnaround with the Red Dragons. They just gotta get their stuff together.
Correct. That's exactly how we would phrase it. Let's see. Gold.
I'm just reading my
Oh,
chat
I
here.
lagging? Oh, please. I'm back. Oh, I'm back. But I lagged a bit. Oh. What's happening here? Oh, Vala just managed to get the bottom of the screen. Right.
I totally agree. Toxic. Lily was not the correct pick here. A Brightwing would have been better here for the global. And there was many other healers available that they could have taken. But again, I don't think Kai is a main healer. I think they can 70 tonight below. So it's an unfortunate thing for the Red Dragons. But it was, you know, they are in my chat room. Is that they're agreeing that Lily was a throw pick.
Yes, in your chat room. I don't have anyone online saying anything. But oh well.
Yeah, I feel that she was a throw pick. I mean, it just doesn't work well. Like, it can work well with Johanna, but I just don't see it against this team because this team knows how to kite that. And yes, they're getting a couple kills on them, but I just don't know, man.
I mean, Red Dragons managing to do some comeback fights, but it's just not enough to actually make any significant damage here. I mean, they take damage forward, they got bottom 2 towers, but other than that, it's kind of hard.
Yeah, it's a 1 step forward, 6 steps back, right? So
Team fight is starting here. It looks like it's gonna be decisive. One or two teammates are gonna die, and the Red Dragon, the Red Dragons actually lost a teammate. Smoke as well, losing the mech. But is Diablo gonna go down? Diablo is out.
Diablo's down, but there we go. Pi was not around to heal his team. They just lost Johanna and Lily. See?
Yeah,
once those are down, Diva's gonna go to town on Daddy Whale, and she took her out. Wow.
Okay. Yeah, that Sonya just was very lucky until the last shot, but managed to walk through the.
Once the blinds are down, once Joe and Lily are down, Diva is go to town, girl. You know, like the Smoke is going to manage to get up to top lane here. They want to get set up for this objective, but Diva managed to get down that mid fort, giving them katas on the mid. Well, they want to take that top too. Look at that. They are hungry for this. It's interesting because Anduin is babysitting that objective, but she's not for long. Tara is in there for the save.
That ult did not go through. But Psycho Soul's gonna go combo with the bomb. Ooh, that's quite the damage.
It's a 5v3 that Smoke needs to get out of there.
Red Dragon managed to push them away, but the 3 that are still there still have quite the damage and quite the man. They can go back for a fight, but that's not the wise position here.
They should not be taking this fight either. They are only like a half a level up, like barely. You know, they're still gonna try and steal this, but Johanna's gonna be unstoppable. 3v5
right now, it just feels like they're getting greedy.
This is back off, do something else. You know, like
There was like that would have been such easy kills, but there was no dive potential here. But
I, I
besides,
I could just imagine what Psycho was screaming at them, going, "What the hell are you guys doing?" You know, like
that seemed like that would be doing the same as well.
anybody else feel like it's an orange ball moment? All right, totally orange ball moment for Smoke.
All right.
Orange
So
ball moment.
Smoke already taking the level 16 damage. This one being quite the damage dealer. Oh, Lily's gonna go out.
Lily's down. That's giving Smoke quite an advantage right there. Just getting rid of that Lily alone. I told you she's
great position
easy
for
to
the
take
stun.
out if you focus her down. Johanna popping that unstoppable.
Oh, we're just lost in Sonya. Just lost Johanna.
Johanna, yeah. See, this is where Smoke turns it around immediately. And Smoke doesn't back off from these fights when they do turn it around. So, now if they had Diva up there, they could probably get away with more, but Diva is trying to soak for them because I guarantee you they want 20.
They don't care about the objective at the moment. Right now,
No.
what they want is show
They're
dominance.
just gonna stall it, they don't care. Oh, look, let's take this camp because that's, you know,
Because we can.
because they can and they want to, so hey, why not? Mephisto is going
opponent?
back for that cap on that objective.
It seems like Mephisto already knows that the enemy team is gonna come back any moment. And
Yeah,
wanna take it before they fight it.
this is where you need to follow what your shot caller says and retreat. You got the camp now, retreat.
Well, they wanted to jump on Cycle, but didn't know where he was. Oh, nice ability there, Cycle. I'm actually getting the Lily, but right now what they need to do is run away. Is he gonna drop it down? No, the
Mephisto's down
healing
again.
circle is
See,
down.
Lily is...
And
Lily
Diablo
went,
is out.
of course she went 2 for 1. So she went double jugs here, guys. Double D's on that Lily tonight. I mean, honestly, I think Miss Weaver would have been a better choice there, but she did manage to use it the way that she needs to, and Anda wins down. They did focus down.
Diablo trying to push him back off, but after that depth earlier,
But they pulled
he
a
is back to 0
3v5
stack.
there. That was quite dangerous. I'm not sure what Smoke was thinking.
They must have gotten a bit greedy and getting all the XP they could get, but
Okay, let's put it the right way. They got cocky. And I'm not sure what Smoke is doing at this point. That's a dangerous fight.
Oh, and they were doing wise and actually pushing them away. They don't want to be interrupted here. Push as much as they can.
They're trying to
There's
go
a
for the
lot of
bottom lane at Red Dragons there, because bottom lane can be a contention for a win point here. However, it could also
That is
be
the
a
objective.
die point.
Oh no, everyone's getting hit by the stuns.
Lily
Let's see
is
where this
down.
changes to.
Diva's
The Orphea's down.
Orphea's down. Holy
Oh,
crap.
but they still have the mech. There's still going to be a lot of
And
damage.
Diablo
Oh,
goes
Diablo!
down now too. Wow.
That was a bad step on him.
Hey man, that was a pretty interesting fight, but still, it's a 4v3, and
When they get out, they're going to be
when they get out, they're
surrounded
gonna
here.
be hurt here. Johanna here.
So they respond. Not enough. Alright.
Fear coming from that Gul'dan.
Oh, they're just waiting. They're waiting for something to happen. They're wanting them to get into their lane.
And
Oh, we have
Sonya's down.
Sonya.
Mephisto takes down Sonya. Vala is
Johanna.
trying to take down that Joe, but she had to pop her unstoppable there. You know, don't you just hate it when you have to use the ult for yourself?
Yes, just.
Vala
Makes me
just
feel
shooting out
selfish.
the minions. Man.
So let's go review it back. What are the towers? The stats showing that the bottom tower for the blue dragon is about to be destroyed. Red dragon's tower is about to be destroyed. Smoke's top and bottom tower are very damaged. They don't look nice at all. Mid, however, has nothing. It's okay. 100%. But they still have to take good care of those, or else they could just put the game back to even. Right now, they have a slight advantage on Team Smoke. They want to keep it, and they want
Not
to win
not
it.
too much of an advantage though, because Smoke got their 20s a while ago, and
Mm-hmm.
Smoke has all of their forts still, even though some of them are in detrimental health. They're just happy to be pushing lanes. I think Sonya's gonna be trying to go for that top fort, but I'm
It's like
not
they're all
sure.
going for the top lane.
Smoke is running as a 5-pack now because, well, it's
It's
20.
too
Why
risky.
not? Right?
It's
Like,
too risky to be anywhere without a teammate.
at this
Oh, it's
point, yeah.
Slimy. Oh, but
But
Slimy.
Sonya keeps catching herself out. She's going to get ganked. I guarantee it because
Mhm. It
sorry,
looks
the
like.
Dread Dragons doesn't see Smoke rotating. But Sonya
Mm-hmm.
figured she was in trouble. Good girl. Leave the lane.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
Rather good boy. Good Sonya.
Diablo. Diablo really wanted it, but went for the safe route and couldn't jump on it.
So
Oh,
here,
they're about to lose
they're,
top
yeah,
because
they will
they're
lose
on the
top
mid lane.
Blue team has
because it just
destroyed a
needed one
turret.
basic attack.
Oh, they want to jump on the Sonya. Diablo wants to jump on the Sonya, but better call it off because, I mean,
Dibbles wants that
he's
so
going to be in a
bad,
bad
but wow,
position.
here
Oh,
comes a full
Diablo
team fight
and
here.
Anduin, horrible position right now, being stunned.
An unstoppable off
Oh,
of that Johanna and Lily
Diva
with her
has suffered a lot of
cubs.
damage. Diablo trying to get his way out, but he's actually gonna make it. He's recovering so much health.
Oh,
Diva has
Orphea
recovered
and
almost
Sonya
entirely.
out. Wow, what a team fight.
Lily's
Here
going
we go,
out.
Pie's
Oh,
down,
and
Golden. This is gonna be a
Gul'dan has
5-man down.
no
Here goes a
chance.
5-man
Blue
down,
team
guys.
has
They're
eliminated
just gonna
the
push this
enemy.
top lane. I don't think they're gonna give a crap about that bottom objective. I think they're just gonna push this for the win. Because
Control the
that's like
terminal and
almost
bring
an
the
entire minute
protector.
of pushing uncontested.
That is
And here comes the slaughter yet again.
Red team has destroyed the fort.
There we
Diablo doing
go.
it.
Team's turret is
How
under
much
attack.
core damage can they get done in 30
Hopefully.
seconds?
This seems like it's a game. It's going from 40%, 30, 20, slow on the 10. 10, and that is
That's a
GG.
GG's. That is game 4.
Smoke once
Smoke.
more.
Once more with an annihilation against the Red Dragons. That was an interesting game. As soon as we get a chance here, I will throw up your stats for the night and get rid of this chat room. I'm sorry, guys. But here we go again. We got highest freaking hero damage on Mephisto at 82,000, guys. That's amazing. And Vala is pulling up your highest siege at 132. Diva coming in second. The Red Dragons can't even touch these um,
And they're in almost
Valiants.
the entire game. Uh, the red team had the top XP. I mean, look at that rotation experience they've gotten, as well as the
Yeah.
kills they managed to get because they were in good position and working all coordinated as a team. No one said, I'm going to do things solo. They always had some sort of approval.
But
What they
even
got.
so, here goes to my whole Lily isn't the greatest healer anymore. She's great in bronze, gotta tell you that.
Hmm.
She's really good in bronze and silver because nobody can answer her. But when you go above that and you're in competition gaming, you really gotta go beyond a Lily. And for key point, yes, it's not a lot, but um, 79,000 in healing on the end when they were very close in levels together. But Lily was taken
Hmm.
down 5 times. I mean,
I mean, it's kind of expected of when it's no longer bronze because, I mean, playing Lily, all I got to do is grab some duct tape, put it on my Q button, and that's it. I gotta walk around.
well, yeah, Lily's a no thought healer, right? You press Q and you run around. That's all you do, right? But
Unlike
it's
Anduin, who has an entire kit, which has
yeah.
roots, it has pullover, it has immediate heal, a little bigger heal, but at the risk of where I'm standing, stay there for a second.
But even on Anduin, with the fact that he's a main healer, he's got 34,000 in siege damage and 23,000 in hero damage, whereas Lily's only pulling up 11,000 and 15 alike. So
Hmm.
it's kind of when you're looking at competition play, and this was something when I started playing competition play that I had to decide that Lily was not um, the best choice to be taking into it because there are stronger healers out there. So I really
Hmm.
do feel like Lily was a bad pick here. I don't know if they're going for a game 3 here. Does not look like it. So let's
The
go
Hero
and
2
find
game
us
and
um,
interview.
a lovely interview. Before we go, though, guys, I don't like getting paid. I don't ever want to be paid on my Twitch. However, I
But you're
do.
getting paid?
No, I wish.
Gather your friends and
I just
Um,
want to let you all know that, I am looking for donations to the MS Society of Canada. I am doing the MS walk. My link is in my profile. I will leave this video up for you guys while we go and find you an interview. And I'll toss up the next video.
gather your friends
right
and
after.
family and
We
take
will be
part
right
in
back.
MS Walk 2022 on May 29th. Where you walk is completely up to you. Whether you walk around your neighborhood or at your local park, you will join thousands of Canadians all moving forward to create a world free of MS.
Go now. All right, ladies and gentlemen, and anybody in between, we have the Smoke team with us for a quick post-game interview for week 4. Oh, Smoke versus the Red Dragons. You guys annihilated them.
Complete control over halfway point of the first game. Second, it was starting to look like it wanted to come to a rough fight, but you still had all tower. You were still dominating team fight. It was one-sided.
Yeah, no, that is pretty accurate. The
Yeah.
the first game the first game, we noticed that their comp looked weak for wave clear and for getting the camps. So I decided to last pick Mathiao. With Greymane and Mathiao, we were always had one person who could rotate on. Uh, the second the camp came up, we were on it, and the enemy team was very weak to get their camps, and we like the first they were the first camp that they were getting. We took down the first 2 towers in mid because they were too slow to get their camp. And then from there on, we basically just picked apart safely at their comp, pushing the waves out, getting making sure that we always killed Mule when Mule was up, so they couldn't get value out of that, and taking the bosses and the camps, stealing their camps a bunch of times when we could, and that was we just controlled the map there and their weakness in their comp, where
Mm.
weak wave clear and weak camp.
Wow. So from what I'm looking at here, I'm looking at the standings. With you guys winning these 2 games, that actually put you guys in first place. If Souls and
Uh,
Solo Mode don't win this week.
yeah, we'll most likely be second place because I think they'll end up winning again, but we'll stay where we are. But yeah, the one blemish on our record is versus the Green Dragons.
Yeah, I do have to say that I do think the Green Dragons are holding their own quite well. I honestly, after watching that game with you guys against the Red Dragons, I'm not sure they're even going to be able to make it out of that bottom spot.
Hmm.
But
So, but
you
yeah,
guys just did such a great job again tonight. And Psycho, you're Matthew. I've been saying all week, like, oh my God, like just.
yeah. My team was a little confused because I was showing ranged. They were requesting ranged damage in the last 3 seconds of draft. I said, this might be crazy, but just trust me. And I locked them Matthew out. Even Hunter over here was confused because he's like, "Oh, wait, are you the bruiser now? What's going on?" I was like, "No. Don't. I've got camps and wave clear. Their
Yeah.
their comp is weak on this. I think that's going to just completely destroy them there." And then the second one, they did double mage, since I didn't ban the Orphea, and then Mephisto is just too strong versus double mage.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
So Tara, what was your thoughts when you seen them ban the Sukov on that second
I
game?
was like, wow, no respect.
Like,
So
did
I don't know. I was like, you know what? Fuck this. I'm just sorry. Excuse my language. I am just going to play a spec of Anduins that I don't normally play, and that's that's what I did.
yeah, I couldn't believe it either. Like, why they just played up against you with Anduin, knowing that you play Anduin. Why wouldn't you ban an Anduin?
You know, I was low key. I felt a little disrespected. I'm not gonna lie. It wasn't a respect ban. It was a disrespect no ban. You know, I was like, okay, I see you all.
And
But it's
Hunt.
fine. You know, it's fine. Then I just was like, well, on principle, I need to take Anduin now. So
And
yeah, she's like, "Can I just lock Anduin?" Like, yeah, lock it,
yeah,
lock
I
it.
mean, you may as well. They banned a Stukov. I don't know why.
yeah,
Like,
apparently, my non-existent Stukov is way scarier than my Anduin, which is you know, it's fine.
I
It's
think they
fine.
were I think they were confusing Tara with Annie. Just saying. I
Yeah,
mean, like because as
yeah.
much as I used to be a Lily main, I became a Stukov main healer, and it
I
just
mean,
was funny to
and
watch that.
and honestly, I actually heard some of your debate between the Anduin and the Lily, and like, yeah, Anduin, he's strong. Lily is not awful either, though. Like
She's not awful. I just don't think that she has a place in playing up against a team of your caliber. You know,
Yeah.
yeah, I just don't think that the Lily had as much benefit. Like I don't know. I guess we did have the Vala, but Vala was able to get 150 stacks even though there was double blinds. So
yeah, so I mean it was kind of a throw pick, right? So it was very
nah,
interesting.
nah, not a throw pick. I wouldn't say that
I
because
I
she has her place.
I
So
just not I know that Holo was off tonight, so I think with having them having to sub out the healer that may have been the issue, but I mean that's not what lost them the game
no,
entirely. So
no. But yeah, no. I mean, it was fun. I enjoy playing Anduin. So thanks guys
yeah.
for letting me continue to play it.
No, all the respect bands on Daddy.
Yeah, I love those respect bands on Daddy. Everybody is afraid of his Ragnaros. It's quite funny to see that.
I mean, especially on Alterac Pass, that would have been difficult for us to get past the
Hmm.
The fact that
all
he
of the.
chose the Anubarak, not Anu, sorry, freak
Oh, Avatar.
Abathur. Thank you. My brain is shutting off. Like instead of another bruiser to push the lane, I was quite shocked about because I mean that's a macro heavy map, Alterac Pass. So
Yeah. Well, that was the bullet in the foot. That's why I switched over to Matthew. I was not planning on playing Matthew until I saw
I
Avatar, and
can't even remember what you were gonna pick.
uh,
Oh, you're gonna play JR. He was gonna JR, yeah.
yeah, I was gonna Junkrat because it made sense on that map, but the second they showed Avatar as their basically their offlaner, I was like, well, now they're weak for push, they're weak for camps, they have one less body. Oh, this is definitely a Matthew job now.
wow, it
So
was crazy. And Hunter, how did you feel about that respect band on your Deathwing on the first game, man?
Everyone keeps banning Deathwing, but I don't even think I'm that good on him. So I don't know.
I think people are just afraid of Deathwing in general. He is a really hard to kill hero if you're not placed properly, right? So
Yeah, and the fact that he gets rid of CC is pretty great. But like, he has a lot of weaknesses, but everybody keeps respecting Deathwing. But I have a lot of different bruisers that I'm good with.
I've seen that lately. I was like, he banned his Deathwing. He's gonna go diva, right? Like,
Yeah.
like-
Pretty much, that's what I was like. Oh, they banned the wrong character. Okay.
Yep.
yeah.
No, no one's banning your diva though.
Yeah, I was surprised that they didn't ban Diva the second game because I felt that second game was like really easy. I shut down the Alarak really well.
Yeah, I did find it very interesting that they didn't learn anything from the first game. Like,
Yeah,
and they
they
didn't
didn't change their bans at all. They didn't
yeah,
change their bans at all.
they kept doing the same thing, definition of insanity, right? Do the same thing over and over again, expecting different
Yes.
results.
Well,
I mean,
Yeah.
I love
Okay.
the Red Dragons. They are my original team, but
So,
yo, that hurt.
but just real quick, shout out to Slimy. I actually really did think he did a really good job on Alarak first game.
Yes.
yeah, he was top damage
He
for his
Yeah.
team.
was, yeah.
I reverse banned you, by the way, by not banning Orphea. I figured you'd pick Orphea, so I didn't have to waste a ban on Alarak. And it worked out. So, appreciate that.
And that's a
Okay.
really tough one for you guys too, because Slimy was on Smoke, right? So you guys got to know him a bit, and you know, got to
hmm
move teams. So
Yeah.
at week 4 now, um, and sitting where you guys are sitting at these standings, because Psycho, I love that you sent me these standings, and I could put them up for everybody. So who do you think's gonna take it now?
I my my vote hasn't changed yet. I
Your vote
mean,
hasn't changed. Okay.
so I mean, Red Dragons were currently at the bottom of the standings, so beating them tonight wasn't really
It
that big.
wasn't a surprise.
Yeah.
No, I just meant like, with regards to what's been going on last week. You still think
Yeah.
it's gonna be Emerald or Souls and Slow More, or do you think you guys are gonna creep in
I
there and steal it from them?
I think it's one of us three teams. I think right now I'm waiting for any of us to go against each other. I want to see. I think we go against Emerald next week, and I think then we go against Souls. I think the week after that. I think, if not like real close. So once we see how those matchups go, we'll have a better idea for what's going on. But I mean, at this moment, I think we're all three of us are locked for the playoffs, unless we completely mess up every week from here on out. So it's just
Mhm.
how those matchups end up going in the playoffs now.
Have you
Top
guys
four
played
teams.
against the Dragon Slayers yet?
We played them last week, I thought.
Yeah, we played them last week. You casted it.
Did I? Hold on.
No,
Yes.
it was me.
No, you guys were both there.
Okay.
I'm looking. My brain
It
hurts.
was your
by the
first
way.
time that you guys did the co-casting.
Oh, I did.
Okay, yeah.
We did. We co-casted that first game. Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I remember now.
I got
Yeah.
now I'll never forget because I got 7 followers.
So
Yes.
that was the cast where you started it with saying the Dragon Slayers was going to beat us.
Oh,
Yes.
yes, I remember now. Thank you.
And honestly, I thought the same thing. So
It's been so great, guys. Thank you for letting us cast.
hmm
I'm looking forward to your next game because I'm signing up to cast that one, and I think we'll take maybe Zeth and I should start casting some of the upper level ones together, just because it's so much more fun.
Yes, it
You
is.
know, especially we got a lot of banter going on during the games.
Yeah, no more just theme music. Now it's chit chatting with the with us and the viewers.
Yes.
yes. So Smoke goes against Emerald Dragons next week, and then we go against Slows the next week, and then the next week after that, Souls versus Emerald Dragons. So the last 3 weeks are the best teams right now are going against each other. So
Yeah, because
that
then
was
you're week 7. You guys are going up against Frostbite, and they're in last place as well, right? So I don't see you guys having an issue with that either. Not to look down on either team. I'm just looking at the standings and the numbers, going, well.
I'm actually quite excited.
I-
hey. Any team can beat any team at any time.
Oh
Um,
yes, because
Mhm.
you do remember how the Dragons won Road to Nexomania last year, right?
Yeah. I
so
mean, I gotta say it. I mean, for example, this team, the Red Dragons, has performed much better than the previous game they've had. So
Yeah,
things could
yeah,
change at any time.
they've
I
had a
gotta give
lot
it.
of movement on their team right now, and I do feel quite concerned for them over what's been happening. But they are trying to find their own, and
hmm
it's a good learning process for them. But
yeah.
Yeah.
I think their draft process needs to improve a little bit, but in game play and in game fights, I felt that they were a very strong team actually. I don't know what they were doing in draft with no bruiser on that first map, and then double mage um, with um,
Orphea and Gul'dan.
yeah, Orphea Goldan just it didn't seem quite there. I don't know if there was a planned comp or if it was just a random pick, but I feel like their drafting process and understanding what they're strong in and what they're weak in needs to be a little bit better. But
yeah,
once they've improved that, they'll be good to go.
you did get sort of called out in the chat room, Psycho, though. Toxic has said that Souls in Slow Mo has no plan on losing a single game.
All right. All right. If I'm sorry that you don't have a plan on losing to us, but
Here, he's ready.
I now I gotta pull up my big boy pants for that game now.
You
Okay,
might have to bring your
On it.
A game on that one.
Hmm.
we'll bring it.
Bring out the heavy hitters, man. It looks like you got a challenge.
Honestly, I'm looking forward to it. They're looking like I if they didn't listen to me last interview, you're my vote to win the whole thing. So we'll see how it goes.
Yeah,
But
it's great.
I will say this though, it,
Oh,
last weekend, this week, if this is my new team, that we're looking a hell lot better than we did in the first 2 weeks. So if we continue this consistency, I might have to change my vote to my own team.
Hmm.
I know.
So
With asking you about who's gonna win, it's always very objective because you don't just be like, "Yeah, it's my team." You're very much you see what's going on, you see the scores, you see what the teams are going through, and you're like, "Yeah,
Yeah.
this is where I'm laying my vote." My
yeah,
vote was on a dragon team to win, but I'd be happy if the Green Dragons just made it to the playoffs and, you know.
yeah. Well, I think you know a little bit, Annie, but the first week I gave two of my people to Purple Dragon. The second
Yeah,
week I gave one of my people to Green Dragon, and the third week I gave one of my people to
the Red
Red Dragon.
Dragons. Yeah.
So
It
so
just
every week I've had a completely different team, and I've been working on the synergy and listening to and play calls and working on
Right.
that. So that has changed us dramatically. And every time I've spent time on in making someone better and learning different heroes, all of a sudden they're in the other team, and it's the team that we've already faced. So I can't even like abuse the fact that I know what they're going to be playing. I was like, oh, we've already played that team.
Yeah.
Convenient.
Yeah, I do like the organization of this year's RCL a little bit better, where you're only having to face the team once until playoffs, right? So
Yep.
Yes.
it's a little more tolerable for some of them.
Fair. Hmm.
I mean, last year it was tough because we ended up going up against what 30 seconds to Mosh 3 times in a row, and it just felt like we were getting beat down too many times. So,
Yeah,
but
yeah. I think this is a much better thing, and I'm hoping for. I have to just figure out exactly where the sweet spot is in between the next Nexomania and the next NGS to do season 3. But
yeah,
I'm planning on doing something very similar to this, where we you would get somewhere between 8 and 12 teams, and everyone faces off against each other once, um, and then we'll do the playoffs.
yeah,
But
I
Hmm.
think it's great. I mean, thank you for taking the time to put this all together for everybody. I mean, it's got to be a lot of work, and I appreciate it, and I'm sure.
well, we appreciate you guys casting and helping us out here. So
Yeah, no problem. But yeah, thank you for letting us cast the game tonight. It was a lot of fun.
It was, yes, a lot of
A
Yep.
great way to start off the week. So, but yeah,
Wait. Oh, what is it? Not your Monday?
I meant RCL week because it's the first
Got,
game of the week.
Mm.
gotcha.
So,
So,
but yes,
also, you're welcome for having an early game and not a 9 or 10 o'clock
yes,
game.
yes, because now I could go to bed early and not drive my husband crazy.
Yeah.
But again, thank you for casting, guys. Tune in later this week. Zeth is going to be casting the Dragon Slayers game. I will be casting the Green Dragons on Saturday, and
Mhm.
the Dragon Slayers is on Saturday as well. And I think there's another game in between that one of us is going to have to pull up. So we will figure that
We'll
out.
see.
But tune in
Huh.
for that, guys. And with that, thank you for joining us again tonight. And please tune in any day we will be casting. Good night.
Good night, everyone, or good day for me.
Mhm.
So.